Billy, one of the school bullies, pins Lincoln to his locker by his shoulders. Lincoln was sweating in fear as he gazed into those threatening eyes. "All right, Loud, hand it over." "Hand what over?" Lincoln feels a sharp pain to his face as Billy punched him in the cheek. "You know what, you white-haired freak, all the money you have." "But I saved that money for—" Smack. Lincoln felt another punch to the face. The force from the punch gave him a bloody nose. "I don't care. Now give me it." Billy slams Lincoln's head onto the locker. Lincoln lets out a painful groan before he reaches into his pocket and takes out all of his money. He places it onto Billy's waiting hand. "There. Now that wasn't so hard now, was it?" Billy then punches him in the stomach, making Lincoln lurch forward. He then pushes Lincoln onto the ground and gives him a hard kick to his stomach. Billy then leaves him lying on the floor while he held his stomach. Billy turns to a corner to meet his friends, Jessica and Marvin. They were both giving him angry looks. "What?" Marvin. "Was that necessary?" "Yes, it's fun picking on people, and I got free money." Jessica. "But that wasn't cool." "Pfft, so what?" Marvin. "Aren't you afraid?" Afraid of what? The boogeyman?" "No, the bully killer." "The bully who?" Jessica. "You don't know?" "Know what?" "The bully killer. Apparently he's some person that goes around and kills bullies." Marvin. "Yeah, they find the gross remains of his victims somewhere in town. He's good at it because they haven't caught him yet." "Why?" "Because he knows how to get rid of the evidence." Jessica. "And you know what's strange?" "What?" "He always comes after bullies, after they pick on that white-haired kid. So if I were you, I would watch out." Billy gives him a skeptical look. "Whatever, you guys are just trying to scare me." Marvin and Jessica look back in disbelief, and Jessica says, "Okay, but don't say we didn't warn you." The two walked away, leaving Billy alone. "Bully killer my ass. They're just trying to scare me." Billy heads over to his locker and opens it. A letter with a heart on it floats down onto the floor. Curious, Billy picks it up, opens it, and reads it. "Dear Billy, I have had these feelings for you since I first saw you. Please, meet me in the sports shed after school. From your secret admirer." Billy smiles and looks at himself in his mini mirror that was on his door. "Well, Billy, looks like you got yourself a girlfriend." After school, Billy did exactly what his admirer told him to do. He enters the shed and looks around for his admirer, but he didn't see anyone. What the hell? Have I been stood up? Suddenly, he feels a sharp pain on the back of his head. He falls onto the ground, and everything went black. Ugh, my head. Billy slowly opens his eyes. His vision was a bit blurry for a moment until they returned to normal. Looking around, Billy saw that he was still in the sports shed. He tries to move, but he couldn't. Looking down at himself, he saw to his horror that he was tied tightly to a chair. What the hell? He struggles to get loose, but the ropes were too tight. He then started to yell for help. "Help! Somebody help me!" You can yell all you want, but no one is going to save your sorry ass. Who says that? Let me go. Nah, you're going to be staying here for quite a while. A large, smiling squirrel head appears at the doorway. It stares at Billy for a few seconds before it enters the shed. Now standing in front of him, the squirrel mascot looks at Billy as if to examine him. Looking into the eyes in the mask, all Billy could see was the eyes of a crazy person. The squirrel then reaches for its mask. It pulls it off to reveal a brunette girl. with a ponytail. She looks at Billy with an angry gaze. Who are you? I'm Lynn, you piece of crap. What do you want? Lynn leans her face close to his face, with fire in her eyes. Do you know Lincoln Loud? What's that white-haired freak? Yeah, I know him. Why, are you his girlfriend or something? He feels a great pain on his cheek as Lynn punched it. She then grabs his neck tightly, making him choke. No, you idiot. He's my little brother. Lynn lets go of his neck with one hand and smacks him in the face again, causing Billy to get a bloody nose. She then fully releases his neck and backed away a few steps. Billy was looking at her in fear. Okay, I get it. You want his money back. You can have it. It's in my pocket. Thank you for telling me, Lynn said as she got herself out of the scroll suit. When the suit came down to her waist, Billy saw in chalk a butcher knife attached to her pants. Lynn steps out of the mascot suit and grabs her knife as she approaches him. She moves the tip of the blade close to his neck. But that's not going to be enough. Billy sweats in fear and asks in hesitation, What do you mean? Lynn laughs crazily. You see, my brother is very dear to me, and I love him very much. In a sisterly way, of course. And I just hate it when a dickhead bully comes around and picks on him. Lynn gently places a tip on his neck and moves it across the neck. Billy winced in slight irritation. So whenever someone like you comes along, I have to get rid of you. What? Yes, it's too bad, but it's what you get for picking on my little bro. Lynn suddenly slams the knife into his left hand. Billy screams in agony as she takes the knife out and blood comes out of his hand. Lynn does this again to his other hand and caused the same result. Tears were now visible as Billy lowered his head down. He then feels Lynn's hand grab his chin and raise it to face her. You know, it's like what they say. You mess with the bully, you get the horns. And you definitely are getting the horns. Lynn stabs him in the knee and twists the knife in a circle, making a deep cut and blood to squirt out. She takes it out and then stabs him right in the chest. Billy could only let out a low, weak moan as he felt the blade pierce right through his heart. Billy weakly lowers his head down. The last thing he saw was Lynn's murderous smiling face before everything went black. Lynn takes out the knife and looks at Billy's dead body with a smile. And now you'll never mess with my brother ever again. Lynn goes in his pocket and takes out Lincoln's stolen money. She puts her knife back on her pants and puts the scroll suit back on. Before putting the mask, she spits on his face. Lincoln was in his room playing a video game. He was upset about what had happened today, but he wasn't going to let it dwell on him. Come in. The door opens and Lynn, still in the suit, but without the mask on, came in. Hey, little bro. Lincoln greets her as he stares at her in confusion. Lynn, why are you in a scroll suit? Oh, I was just entertaining Lily with this. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, what do you need? Well, I got this bag for you. Lynn pulls her arm out and hands Lincoln the money. My money! Lynn, how did you get this? I ran into that bully that was picking on you, and I taught him a lesson on why he shouldn't steal. Wait, how did you know I was being picked on, Lynn? Lynn moves closer to him and pulls him into a gentle hug. Because I'm your big sister, and I will always protect you from any threats. Always.